Welcome. You're listening to the Leading Goat Podcast. My name is VJ Williams. Here with my friend and pastor Kevin Jack. Thank you for joining us and taking time out of your day to become a better leader. We release a new episode every Wednesday. We would love for you to subscribe on your favorite podcast platform every week. Also, share this with a friend on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And also, please rate and review, or both, on Apple Podcasts. You can also do that on Spotify, but it helps us get this in the hands of so many more leaders just like you, trying to get better like us. And we can visit leadinghope.online and get updates and find out more about the Leading Hope community. Kevin, this is episode 234. 234. You only have 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is it.
Oh.
The next one would be
well done.
Was
that prepped out in advance, or did that come to you in the moment?
No, that came in the moment. I just looked at it, but it would be the next time it would come would be 1, 2, 3, 4. That's way out.
That's a good ways from now.
That's way out there, but that would be the next opportunity. This is 2, 3, 4. You've titled this Magic. I feel like Ben Stiller. Magic.
Yep. There you go.
That's a crazy title.
Thank you.
For someone in your position.
Well, we'll get into it.
I know. I can't wait. I'm excited.
So I want to teach you how to pull a rabbit out of a hat, how to saw a woman in two, how to go through all these different things.
Wow.
It should be way fun.
That? Yeah. Magic.
How to guess which cards you have. So people like.
Wait, hold on. What was the not Step Brothers? What's the race one?
Talladega Nights.
Yeah. Well, and he's like.
I've only watched Talladega Nights once.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why. Busy life.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
All those things. Magic. So, magic, if you don't want the word like magic, like what I want is, what I'm after in this is that sense of like, how are they getting the results that they're getting?
Okay.
And people are always like, what's the magic? What's the formula? Maybe the more common term is, what's the secret sauce? What's the silver bullet? You know, are you unfamiliar with the secret sauce?
Yeah. I just think those are funny.
I think it's a weird phrase. Well, now you can see, I didn't want to title this secret sauce.
Yeah. I mean,
because that'd have
been funny.
That felt weirder.
Yeah. That's interesting.
But
what is the secret sauce?
But you get that sense where like people are just like, what are they doing? Because I feel like churches do this a ton, where they're like, I'm going to go to the conference. I'm going to learn all the strategies. We're going to implement the strategies, and we're going to get the same results. And then they don't. And then people are just like, what are we doing wrong? What are you guys doing? What's the silver bullet? What's the key to us? I'm not going to say secret sauce again, because you're not going to make it through.
Do you have any other ones like magic, secret sauce, silver bullet?
That's all I got.
That was it.
I feel like
So you picked magic out of those.
Which did you want me to pick?
No, I love it. I love that you went magic. What's the magic? You're right, though. Everyone does this. I'm being serious now.
Yeah.
Everyone does that.
Thank you.
So what's wrong with it?
Here's the phrase that I heard, and I just want to spend the rest of the time talking about this phrase.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
This is going to be fun. Yeah.
And it was, I was with a group of pastors, and they were talking about different stuff, and I forget. I want to say someone else, but it was probably me, was asking questions on stuff. And then this phrase came out, and like it was kind of one of those things that it was like the rest of the session, I didn't hear anything.
Oh.
I wrote down the phrase, and I just kind of stared at the phrase, and I maybe cussed at the phrase in my head a couple times because I didn't like the phrase.
I think I've ever heard you cuss.
It's because I don't.
Okay. But you did in your head, which...
I didn't really in my head, because I don't even cuss in my head. VJ, I was trying to be relatable.
Cut.
I don't like. Yeah. I know people are like, I can't watch those movies, because then I just start. It was just like, in my head, like I think phooey darn, like that's what's going on up here. That's the highest
phooey
level.
Darn magic.
There we go. So, the phrase.
Yes, I can't wait.
Is.
Oh, this is great. Yes.
The magic you're looking for is in the work you're avoiding.
Oh, yeah. Great.
I had never heard that phrase.
Oh, yeah. So good.
And that, like, for me was this moment of to go, oh, the realization that the things that I lean into doing are all the things that I'm good at, and it's what's got me where I am.
Yeah.
But if I want to go where I've never been, I therefore have to do what I've never done.
Yes, absolutely.
And the magic that you're looking for is in the work that you've been avoiding.
Yeah, I mean, it's I have heard that before, and it's so true. Like everybody wants. I even posted about this, I think, yesterday. I was reading some stuff and how like it's not generational. I mean, I think sometimes people make it generational, whereas they'll like all the younger people or these people or this group or generation is looking for a hack.
Yes.
Oh, there's a hack out there that's going to save you so much time, and overnight success happens when you find the hack, the magic, the silver bullet.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Secret sauce.
You got another word, hack.
Yeah, right?
There we go. We can put that in there.
Exactly. But that is not. It's the people that are willing to do what no one else is willing
Exactly.
to do is the magic.
Exactly.
I mean, this episode's over. I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
but yeah.
Seriously, I mean, because I can walk through people in our current organization of things where, and I've done this too.
There we go.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've done this. We have gone through and go, that's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. And I'm not saying we should always do it because it's a lot.
Well, it's not but it's just... But that to me was not just the amount of work. Because...
Not even amount.
That's the thing, though. It's like I'm never scared of nose to the grindstone, kill it for a season.
Yeah.
Like, that's never been like... I go back through just like history of my time as a full-time employee at a church, and just to go like the level of effort that was required was never intimidating in any way.
Yeah.
But there is a difference between work that I feel competent in and work that I don't.
Yeah.
And that can be. And so it's just like that idea of like, hey, the magic I'm looking for is in the work that I've been avoiding doesn't even necessarily mean now. For some people, we need to apply it on the amount of work they're willing to do.
Yeah.
Just to acknowledge that.
Okay.
I don't think
We know that.
Cool.
Yeah.
I just didn't want someone who's listening to this who's putting in 30 hours and feeling like they're overworked and burnt out to be like, oh, I guess I need to learn a new skill. I was like, the new skill you need to learn is how to work. Make that your new skill.
Yeah.
But just like for so many of us then also is just say like it's things that we've neglected. It's things we haven't done. It's things we're still ignorant in, to pull back from the last episode, that we need to become more competent in.
Yeah. Well, the thing about that is that you're never good at anything you never tried.
Exactly.
Right? Like I would never be able to do anything that I'm able to do unless one day I said, hey, I'm going to try doing this.
Yep.
And I was awful.
Yep.
But I didn't stop, and that's the magic.
Yes.
The magic is I didn't quit because it was hard.
That's a great statement.
Right. That's the magic. And there's a number of these cliche statements. We could go through all of them. They're all true, though. Like, these are, you know what I mean? That's the funny. I mean, we could laugh
just
at this.
because they're cliche.
Yeah, right. And we can make fun of them, and we can say, cliche, cliche, cliche. Yeah, try it. Like, try it out. It's difficult. But, man, I've never been part of anything that was worthwhile that wasn't work.
Accurate statement.
So, I mean, this is one of those subjects. It's like I don't know how to ask a question around.
Well, let me give some questions for people.
Yeah, this is great.
So, hopefully this will help like identification within this. And I could give examples of like my own life where I go, "Oh, I realized I was avoiding that."
Yeah.
I realized I was avoiding those pieces.
Yeah.
I go all the way back to church planning days and to say, you know what? Building a Facebook page and designing a website was easier at the time than going and asking people to come to church.
Yeah.
So I did that.
Yeah.
And I should not have done that. I should have actually been involved in the other level of work. So a couple questions just for people within this. So first question, and my hope within this is hopefully to help those of you who are listening here today identify some of these key things, and just because it'd be easy to go, oh, wow, I do need to engage, but I don't know which work that I'm actually avoiding.
Can I add something to what you just said? Sorry.
Yeah, go.
It's easier. Like, that's a great. I'm so glad you said that. because it's way easier to create a employee handbook
There you go.
than it is to actually help people see what they're supposed to be doing.
Absolutely.
Right? And I'm not saying we don't have an employee handbook. I'm not anti-employee handbook.
Yep.
I am pro actually helping people get better,
Yep.
not by handing them a piece of paper.
Yep.
That's the magic.
Same state. Yep. I'm with you.
Yeah.
So a couple questions to hopefully help people identify. First one is, what do you do first? And what do you put off till last? Or you don't ever do? And flip them.
It's great.
If you're stuck, maybe reverse the order and don't do the thing that you do first. This is like, I don't know how to say it, like really common principle in weightlifting is to say, like, your body part that is lacking, do it first. Because what happens is, for some people to say, like, oh, my back is not as strong. Well, what's happening is you're doing your back at the end of your workout or attached to another thing. And so you've got decreased energy for that thing. And so say, like, if you're in a spot that's stuck, literally just flip the order that you do
That's really good.
your responsibilities and tasks in.
That's hard, too, because my stomach works out 3 times a day when it has lunch. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to do.
How do we want to describe what is like because I would say, like, I wouldn't say like chiseled stomach, but a well-worked stomach.
Yeah.
I could compensate and say, I've got a well-worked stomach.
Oh, yeah. That's the magic. That is magic.
How often do you work abs? Depends on what you mean.
Yeah. I mean,
But the answer is
every
at
day.
least 3 times a day.
Yeah, every day, and sometimes 4 times or 5 times.
Second question.
Yeah.
To help guide people. And again, this is similar, but what are you drawn to first? And, sorry. Let me flip it to people. Who are you drawn to first? And who do you ask their opinions last? And flip that. Because I think we're initially drawn to people who think like us. And if you're stuck, people who think like you aren't actually your best resource. And so say, take the person who you usually go get their opinion last, go get their opinion first, and use that as the baseline for your insight. Third question, and this is just more personally convicting for me, and so I felt the importance of putting it in here. What project keeps coming up on your I need to get to this list? Why do you keep pushing it back?
Yeah.
And I have found that, like, throughout my life, just because I have a tendency to document my plans and strategies, is like certain projects, well, I can't take it off the list because I know it's important, but I always find a reason to push it back because I don't want to actually engage in it and do all the work on it.
Yep.
And so say, that project, the one that I know I can't delete, that's the one that I actually need to block out time for and just go after immediately.
Yeah. Do you find yourself doing these practices seasonally, quarterly, weekly,
Planning
daily?
out.
No, when you have to actually, when you get to a point where you're actually going, I need to flip this.
I'll annually and quarterly go
Got it.
out through stuff and set out those plans, and just to go in there
That's
and say,
great.
you know what, when I'm feeling like I'm not taking the amount of ground that I feel like I should, if I am taking ground, then flipping it wouldn't make sense.
That would not make sense.
But when I'm not,
Anti-magic.
yeah, anti-magic, it'd be normal. There we go.
Here you go. Yeah.
Regular. That's the name of the next episode.
Yeah. No sauce.
Regular.
Sauceless.
Regular sauce.
Sauceless. I'll have the Big Mac sauceless. But yeah, I mean that's what that is.
Sauceless is like
Yeah.
the worst nickname someone could give
Yeah,
someone.
yeah.
Oh, they're sauceless. Like, oh, it just hurts.
That's the rapper that did make it.
Exactly right.
That's good. But quarterly, that's really good though. So you're looking at it quarterly and going, "Hey, this is." I'm not. How do you? Well, that's not important to this. I was going to say, how do you know if you're not taking enough ground? But I think we can cover that in something else. But you have discovered that. However, you've discovered that.
Yeah.
You're like, I got to flip these things, but you're doing it on a quarterly basis because you have goals written that way.
Correct.
Got it. That's
Correct.
great. This might sound stupid, but I think it's applicable, so I'm gonna put it out there. As it's a running joke here at our offices, I have not had a vehicle. I ran my vehicle into the ground. I had it for 13 years.
Yep.
Like 186,000 miles. It was a Jeep, so like that was a lot for a Jeep. People were saying congratulations on your adventure of the Magic. And I purposely didn't get a car. Now, there was a number of reasons that I could have said that, but I knew it would be really hard for me to ride a scooter to work every day. But I knew if I did it, that it was a hard thing I would put on myself every day. I have to get up earlier. All these other habits that I wanted to create was created by not having a vehicle on purpose.
Yeah.
And I just recently got a car, and I've only driven it this week, and I already feel bad.
Fascinating.
Yeah, because it's not hard.
Yeah.
Right. My literal, now I know we're taking this a little different angle, but not too much.
Yeah.
I already feel less, my days feels like less work, and I don't like it.
And you like the feeling you have from doing hard things.
Yes. I like it that I had to get up earlier, and I had to plan differently because the lights are different. The school, when the school's in session, there's a lot more traffic. I mean, you could die out there, guys. But you know what I mean? Like, I've already noticed that I don't feel soft.
Yeah.
But it would be if I was heading in a direction, I don't feel like I'm chiseling my life like I was because of it. Now, does that mean I'm going to go back to that? No, but I do need to replace it with something else.
It's good.
Right? I need to replace that hard thing. We recently been working out. When I haven't worked out because of whatever reasons for busy, live schedules that we've had, I feel worse.
Yep.
And so my magic here is do hard things, man. Like figure out hard things that you don't want to do and do it.
And I think what you're pointing to bring it back to the phrase of like the magic you're looking for is in the work that you're neglecting.
Yeah.
Is say like, we think it's because the work that we're neglecting is awful.
Yeah.
And it's rewarding.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's not hard.
No.
But it's rewarding.
Of course.
And so I just think that's the thing for people to know is like, you're not just after the magic.
Right.
You're after that feeling you get from knowing you've done something difficult.
Yeah.
Which is also significant.
Yeah. And our team, like specifically here, like that's one of the things that we really want to feel good about is when we leave here on Thursday afternoon. Like those 4 hard days of here early, no downtime, lunch if you got one, go do it, make it happen.
Yep.
Be smart about it. But like, you know what I mean? Like do it. But like when we leave here on Thursdays, we did something. If we moved the mission forward, we took a hill.
If every day is leisure, then your day off doesn't feel like a reward.
No, it feels like I wasted a bunch of time.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what day off is I should rest, right?
Yep.
Based on my previous endurance that I had.
Yep.
So that's good.
Good.
What do you want to do to wrap up the magic?
No, I just want to give the phrase again because I want that, like, it was significant for me, and I hope it's significant for someone else.
Absolutely.
Just that idea that the magic you're looking for is in the work that you're neglecting.
It's great.
And so the thing that you keep pushing off or you get to last or the person you go to last might be the thing that needs flipped. Put it first on your list and see how it changes your personal momentum.
So good, so good. Thank you for joining us today. Episode 234, Magic. If you're new to the podcast or haven't yet subscribed, it means the world to us if you did that now. So post about it, rate and review, or both on Apple Podcasts. You won't believe how that gets this podcast in the hands of so many more leaders just like you. Try to get better like us. We love hearing your stories of how the podcast is working in your life and business. If you have a story, visit Leading Hope online and send that to us. And if you ride a scooter to work, let us know, because I've got some great ideas for you to get there quicker. Let me know. But everyone has 20 minutes to learn to become a better leader. Make it count. Woo!